Om Sri Sai Ram. I don't think this is working. Om Sri Sai Ram. Ah, better. My loving and most humble pranams at the lotus feet of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Swami, I am not worthy to address your children, but may these very flawed words of mine carry your message. And with that, respected elders dispersed around the room, my dear brothers and sisters, and of course our special guests for the day, our Sai students, Om Sri Sai Ram. There we go. Okay, better. Not quite there, but we'll work on it. So before I get started, my first words have to be a very big thank you to the wonderful officers and devotees of the Sri Sathya Sai Center of Ottawa, Sister Punita, of course, our president. Thank you very much for the very warm welcome and the gracious invitation. Also to my mom, who's sitting in the back, who came all the way with me from Toronto, so thank you all. Alrighty, so with that, let's get started. I don't have too much time, so hopefully I can make my little time with you something worthwhile for everyone. Now, as I look into all of your faces, into your curious eyes, I can see a few questions sort of bubbling up. I can see some of you thinking, who exactly is this guy? What does he want? What's he doing here? And I think most importantly, when do I get my prasadam? Yes? Maybe? No? Well, the last two questions, I'm afraid I don't know the answer to. But that first one is an interesting question, isn't it? Who am I? And by extension, of course, who are you? Seems like a simple question, but I'd wager most of us haven't given it much thought in a long time. Who am I? Who am I? Now, as with all difficult questions, like any good SSE guru, when I have a question I can't tackle, I bring it to you, the SSE students. So help me out. Any answers? Front row, gentlemen, our computer scientist. Who are you? Abiran, right? Okay. Any other answers? Anyone? Okay. So clearly this question is a little harder than it seems. Let's start, as we always should, with a difficult question with Swami. And there's a beautiful discourse Swami gave. All of his discourses are beautiful, but this one is one of my favorites, partly because it's in English, but also because he addresses this question in a very direct way. So he starts off as follows. What is the purpose of life? And you thought my question was difficult, right? Swami asks, what is the purpose of life? Ask yourself this. Is it eating? Is it sleeping? Is it seeking pleasure? Drinking? Not this. Swami adds, Kana, Pina, Sona, Marna. In other words, eating, drinking, sleeping, dying. That's not the purpose of life. Swami says, the purpose of life is to know one's self. First, ask yourself, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? You are away from this question. You ask, who are you? Where did you come from? What is your name? You have forgotten your true identity. So ask yourself, who am I? Unquote. Okay, Swami, so he's given us a challenge. Who am I? Our computer scientist answered with his name. That's a good start. Let's start there. My name, Imindu. Right? If I ask most of you who are you, you'd probably tell me your name. Agreed? Yes? Okay, I'm getting some nods. What is your name, though, really? I'll tell you the story of my name. I should get my mom to tell you the story of my name, right? But my name is 3 syllables, E-me-do, which some astrologer gave to my parents based on the time I was born. Okay, right? My name could have been Dumii, which I think sounds nicer, right? What if my name was SpongeBob? Huh? Would that change who I am? Not really, right? This morning, before we started, we recited Swami's 108 names. It took 10 minutes to say his entire names, and yet that's still not complete. So, names are a good start, but clearly that's not the answer to our question, is it? Who am I goes beyond your name. And I'll give you another quote from Swami if you don't believe me. This is another beautiful discourse. Swami says, suppose there is a person called Giri. Nice name. It is his worldly name given to him. It is the name given to him by his parents. It is not the one he got for himself. He is not born with that name. It is only the body that was born to his parents. Now, I went through that little exercise with you because that quote gives us a few hints as to the answer to that question, who am I? Swami sort of admonishes the use of the body there. So it's not the body. The answer to the question is not this. Nor is it given by someone else, right? Swami rebukes the fact that name was given by parents. So who I am is something I do to myself, and it's not external. It's not the body. Okay. We're getting closer to an answer. Not quite there yet. Are you all still with me, or are you all bored already? Still with me? Okay. So let's go with another idea. Who are you? We know it's not your name. Give me another idea. Anyone? How about from the girls' side? Who are you? Anyone? Anyone? Yeah, is that an answer? Okay, nothing? Yes? You're cool. Ah, so you're describing an attribute of yourself. Not bad. Any other ideas, gentlemen? I see lots of cool guys here. Yeah? You are a soul. Interesting. But I'm also a soul. Cats and dogs have souls, don't they? Interesting. What is it that makes you who you are, though? Let's start with something a little simpler. So, in Sister Punita's introduction to me, she told you my job, what I do. Shall we start there as our next starting point? So let's take that as our job, right? Our identity, who I am, is what we do, is our work, our employment. Okay. Any problems with that? Works, right? Yes. Excellent point. Lots of people have the same job. So I'll just give you a very detailed description of my job then. How about that? No? No? This is feeling like your SSE classes, right? I hope there's something there, but you're not quite getting to it yet. Let's explore this idea of a job a little more. There are lots of people that you will meet in your life for whom their identity is their job, especially in my field, right? There are people who will no longer work to live, but live to work. Their sole identity is defined by their job. Not only their job, but the status they gain from their job. And if not the status, then the money they gain from their job, which in turn helps them buy status. Okay, well, fine then, right? That is who I am. I am a job, I am status, I am money. Good answer? No? All the younger kids are saying no, but the older ones are like, I don't know, maybe, right? Some of you are about to head off to fancy universities, getting big degrees very soon. So that's it then, right? Who I am, degrees, status, position, jobs, money. We're all in agreement. Why is that wrong? Why does that all feel right? Anyone? Yes? Ooh, what if you lose your job? That's an excellent point. What else? What if you lose all your money? Does that mean who you are as a person goes away then? Yes? What happens if you lose your status, right? You can see that every election cycle. There's a whole bunch of people that have a change in their statuses. So clearly the answer to the question, who I am, goes a little bit deeper than that. I want to explore this just a little bit more because there's a few lessons within that bigger subject. First of all, when you meet people that are defined by their work, just try this as an exercise. I think you'll find they're not very happy. Generally, the most angry or the saddest people you'll meet are the people for whom their life is their external job or their status. It's just a little trend. The other thing is, all of us need some sort of balance in our life. If the source of our identity comes from a singular source, then you'll find very soon that your life will fall out of balance. I'll give you a quick example. There is a surgeon that works with me who works 16 hours a day, every single day. Every day. He is there before I get to the hospital. He's there well after I leave. I don't know what he does, but 16 hours a day, every single day, he's there at the hospital. Good plan? Work 16 hours a day, every day? Yes. Bad plan. Anyone else? Who thinks it's a good plan? Who thinks it's a bad plan? Yes. Good answer, right? Clearly, one thing dominating your life like that is wrong. Okay. So let's start with you guys now. We've been talking about me for a bit. You are all employed. You all have a job. All of you. What is your job? Yes. Yes. Being a student. Being a student, going to school, studying. That is your job. So, going back to my previous point, you just study for 16 hours a day, every day, do nothing else. Is that right? Yes? Let's do it, right? Get A's in everything, 16-hour days? No, of course not. So if you think about this, I hope you find that, yes, being a student is your job, but you have some other jobs as well. Tell me another job all of you have. Anyone new? Yes, I see an answer coming. Tell me another job you have. What are you doing right now? Yeah, right? You are a member of the Satya Sai organization. That is a job. Another job. Yes. Helping your parents. What was that? Louder? One more time. Helping your parents. I just want to make sure the parents got the check mark there. Okay, helping your parents. Very important job. You're a member of a household. None of you live on your own. Okay, yes, one more. I didn't even think of that. Being a sibling. Being an example to your younger brothers and sisters and helping your older brothers and sisters. Okay, any other jobs that you have? Yes. Another point that I didn't think of. You are all citizens. Excellent point. And citizenship, remember, does not mean a piece of paper, right? We are citizens not only of this country, but of the world. And that comes with huge responsibilities. Tell me one responsibility as a global citizen we all have. Yes. Go ahead. That's it. Excellent point. Doing what we can to keep our environment safe. Yes, one more. Helping animals, right? All animals, be they cows or cats or dogs or ants or mosquitoes, all animals. One more point, brother? Yeah? Contributing to society. There's a word for that in the SSE organization. It starts with S. Service. Excellent. Okay, so we're starting to answer our question. Who am I? I'm a brother, I'm a sister, I'm a citizen, I'm a SSE devotee, I serve my community, I'm a student. Each of which I hope you're starting to recognize should take up some point, some fraction of your life. There is a saying in Buddhism, the path to liberation, the path to the end of suffering, lies neither in one extreme nor another. That applies directly to that point. If you go to any extreme for any one of those jobs, your roles, you will lose out on something else. So it's important you consider the balance in your life. Balance also includes, by the way, recreation. Doing, for example, a tug of war from time to time. Watching a little TV. Doing something on the internet, whatever you guys do these days. I have no idea. All of that is important, but within balance. Do not, for example, do what I did. When I was a kid, thank goodness the internet was not fully up and running yet. I still had dial-up internet when I was growing up. But when I used to watch TV, my mom can again attest to this, I would watch it for 2-3 hours nonstop. I wouldn't even care what was on. I remember watching a cooking show one time, or an infomercial for those sponge things. And that was wrong, right? That was a huge waste of time. That was one point where I went out of balance in my routine. What saved me was I was watching a lot of Discovery Channel, and that gave me a little bit of a basis that I could use in the future. But I was very lucky that I met some gurus and some mentors who said, Imindu, you're going way too far on one side. You must come to a balance. Okay, so we're starting again to answer our question. It's not something external. It's something we do to ourselves, and it's something that involves the balancing of multiple elements. That is the answer to that question, who am I? Okay, we're starting to build up our answer. Starting to build up our answer. Any guesses as to what the answer to that question might be? Who am I? Who are you? Give it a think for a minute. It's a very difficult question. I thought about it for many hours before I came up with my answer. One of our Sai sisters in the corner said the idea of a soul. Let's think about that for a second. Soul. What is a soul? Someone new. Was that a hand? No? Okay, go ahead. What is a soul? Yeah. What was that? One more time. It's a living being. Yes, good answer. It's a little bit more than a living being, though, right? There's something deeper there. Is the soul just something that's in this lifetime? No. Yes. Ooh, consciousness. Okay. What is consciousness, though? Yes? Okay, the soul holds your karma. Interesting. Can I just say, our SSE gurus have done a great job because the answers are at an extremely high level. So the soul is something that holds your karma, something involving consciousness. Is that another point? No? Okay. something involving consciousness, something that transcends lifetimes. And also, if we incorporate our last point, something that involves balancing multiple identities, something that involves accumulating, incorporating multiple roles. We're getting closer. We're getting very close. What do you think our soul is? There's a hint. It's correct to say who I am is my soul, my Atma. That is a correct answer. But what is the soul exactly? Huh? Yes? What was that? Being a god? Okay, what do you mean by that? Yes, yes, absolutely right. So the soul is something we brought with us from our past life. Tell me more about that being a god point. Because that's 100% correct. It's a hard question. This is an idea that's difficult, very difficult for most of us to understand, but our sister got it right. I'm going to again go to a quote from Swami. This is, again, a very beautiful quote directly from Swami. He says this: "Know that I am within and without you." What that means is it's inside us and outside us. He continues, "There is no difference between you and I. You are now in me, and I am now in thee. There is no difference." And that is the answer to our question. Swami asked us 3 times, who am I? Ask yourself, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? There's the answer. Who are you? It's only 3 letters. He's right there. What? Go ahead, I heard it. Someone. I am God, or I am, yes? I am Sai. Wow. Think about that for a second. You, me, we are Sai? No, that has to be a mistake, right? That can't be right. I don't have an afro. I don't wear an orange robe. I don't live in Puttaparthi. I can't manifest vibhuti. Can I? Certainly not. So what does Swami mean? I am Sai. Yeah. It's inside of you. What does that mean? Yes, you're absolutely right. This is a very, very, very difficult idea. But I want you to start thinking about it and start thinking about what it means. You, all of you, Group 1, Group 3, Group 4, Group 2, adults, Sai devotees, non-Sai devotees, uncles, aunties, we are all Sai. The same divinity we see manifest in front of us is also inside us. Now, what that means in our lives is a difficult idea. And it's one which I myself don't have remotely an answer for. Bringing out the divinity that's inside us, outside, into our daily lives, into the interactions we have with people, that is very difficult. But as SSE students, and I include myself as one of them, we have a little bit of a cheat. And this is going to be my challenge to you. Swami said there are 4 things in our life that we waste. 4 things in our divine lives, in our Sai lives that we waste. 4 things. Give me a guess. One thing we waste. Yes. Time. Excellent. Something else we waste. Yeah? No? Food. Excellent. Time, food, something else. What was that? Excellent. Excellent answer from the uncles. Money. 4. What was that? Energy. 4 things in our lives that we waste. Time, food, money, and energy. If you think about that, that is divinity itself that we are wasting. That is God that we are wasting. So here is my challenge to you. Today we learned, right, that we ourselves are Sai. The answer to the question, who am I? Next time, raise your hand, I am Sai. And as part of that, recognizing that divinity, 4 things in our lives that we waste. Here is my challenge to you. Pick one thing, just one thing, one of those 4 things, and commit for a week, just a week, that I am not going to waste that one thing this week. For me, it's going to be time. I waste a lot of time. A lot of time. If you sleep excessively, I heard some people had some difficulty getting up this morning. That's an example of wasting time. Right? If you're wasting lots of food because you're throwing it out, commit to yourself. This week, no. Start with the prasadam today. I will eat everything on my plate. And as you move forward in your lives, commit to yourself those 4 things. I will not waste my time, because that is Swami's time. I will not waste my food, Brahmarpanam, right? That's divine energy. I will not waste that. I will not waste my energy. And I will not waste either mine or my parents' or the bank's money. Start by making that pledge. No one's going to watch you to see if you do it. I'm not going to be around. This is a commitment you make to yourself. 1 week, commit yourself. One of those 4 things I will not waste. Agreed? Yes? I think it's too difficult. I don't think you guys could do it. What do you think? You can do it? Yes? Give me a nod. Who thinks you can do it? Yes, you can do it. Why? Because remember, you are Sai. You are Him, manifest in a different form. Remember that as you face difficulties in your life, as you face obstacles, challenges, barriers, happy moments, sad moments. You are Him. He is right there. You don't need to go to Puttaparthi or Shirdi or even the center, because Swami is right there inside you. Don't lose that compass as you move forward in life. Now, to our graduating students, let me say a very big congratulations, because you have completed, yes, well done. You have completed a long journey, but remember, as Swami said, the end of education is character. You're just starting out on your educational journeys, but take the values your gurus have taught you for all of these years with you as you move forward. Don't forget who you are. Don't also forget those 4 things, right? As you go to university, parents won't be there to wake you up in the morning or control your money anymore, right? So remember those 4 commitments that Swami has told you. To all of the other students who are graduating to a different group or continuing to the next level of your group, remember, you're a year older, a year wiser now. Remember those pre-SSE students who were there. They were watching you. They were watching to see how you behaved. Set that example. You're all big Sai brothers and sisters to somebody. even if you're 4 or 5 years old or 17 or 18 years old. Remember to set that example, not just here in the center, but in your school, in your volunteer work, wherever you are. My time is up. So can I say again, thank you very much for having me. Congratulations. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. And Jai Sai Ram. Thank you.
भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयामदेवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ लं नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं धर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं ऋतं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवत्वं माम् अववक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवदातारम् अवधातारम् अवानोचानमवशिष्यम् अवपश्चात्तात् अवपुरस्तात् अवोत्तरात्तात् अवदक्षिणात्तात् अवचोर्ध्वात्तात् अवाधरात्तात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात् त्वं वाङ्मयस्त्वं चिन्मयः त्वमानन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दाद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तस्तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमेष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरापो नलो निलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वम् अवस्थात्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वम् मूलाधारे स्थितोऽसि नित्यम् त्वम् शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वाम् योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यम् त्वम् ब्रह्मा त्वम् विष्णुस्त्वम् रुद्रस्त्वमिन्द्रस्त्वमग्निस्त्वम् वायुस्त्वम् सूर्यस्त्वम् चन्द्रमास्त्वम् ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरो गणादिम् पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादिम् तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वारः परतरः अर्धेन्दुलसितम् तारेण रुद्धम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपम् गकारः पूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वारश्चान्त्यरूपम् बिन्दुरुत्तररूपम् नादः सन्धानम् सगंहिता सन्धिः सैषा गाणेशविद्या गणकऋषिः निजृद्गायत्रीच्छन्दः श्रीमहागणपतिर्देवता ॐ गङ्गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ती प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तम् चतुर्हस्तम् पाशमङ्कुशधारिणम् रदम् च वरदम् हस्तैर्बिभ्राणम् मूषकध्वजम् रक्तम् लम्बोदरम् शूर्पकर्णकम् रक्तवाससम् रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गम् रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितम् भक्तानुकम्पिनम् देवम् जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतम् च सृष्ट्यादौ प्रकृतेः पुरुषात् परम् एवम् ध्यायति यो नित्यम् स योगी योगिनाम् वरः नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्तेऽस्तु लम्बोदरायैकदन्ताय विघ्नविनाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः एतदथर्वशीर्षंयोधीते स ब्रह्मभूजाय कल्पते स सर्वविघ्नैर्न बाध्यते स सर्वत्र सुखमेधते स पञ्चमहापापात् प्रमुच्यते सायमधीजानो दिवसकृतम् पापम् नाशयति प्रातरधीजानो रात्रिकृतम् पापम् नाशयति सायम् प्रातः प्रयुञ्जानो पापो भवति सर्वत्राधीयानोपविघ्नो भवति धर्मार्थकाममोक्षम् च विन्दति इदमथर्वशीर्षमशिष्याय न देयम् यो यदि मोहाद्दास्यति स पापीयान् भवति सहस्रावर्तनाद्यञ्यम् काममधीते तन्तमनेन साधयेत् अनेन गणपतिमभिषिञ्चति स वाग्मी भवति चतुर्थ्यामनश्नम् जपति स विद्यावान् भवति इत्यथर्वणवाक्यम् ब्रह्माद्यावरणम् विद्यान्न बिभेति कदाचनेति यो दूर्वाङ्कुरैर्यजति स वैश्रवणोपमो भवति यो लाजैर्यजति स यशोवान् भवति स मेधावान् भवति यो मोदकसहस्रेण गजति स वाञ्छितफलमवाप्नोति यः साज्यसमिद्भिर्यजति स सर्वम् लभते स सर्वम् लभते अष्टौ ब्राह्मणान् सम्यग्राहयित्वा सूर्यवर्चस्वी भवति सूर्यग्रहे महानद्याम् प्रतिमासन्निधौ वा जप्त्वा सिद्धमन्त्रो भवति महाविघ्नात् प्रमुच्यते महादोषात् प्रमुच्यते महापापात् प्रमुच्यते महाप्रत्यवाजात् प्रमुच्यते स सर्वविद्भवति स सर्वविद्भवति य एवं वेद भद्रम् कर्णेभिः शृणुयामदेवाः भद्रम् पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितम् यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय। ॐ जातवेदसे सुनवामसो ममराति गतो निदहाति वेदः स नः पर्षदति दुर्गाणि विश्वानावेव सिन्धुम् दुरितात्यग्निः तामग्निवर्णान् तपसा ज्वलन्तीम् वैरोचनीम् कर्मफलेषु जुष्टाम् दुर्गाम् देवीगम् शरणमहम् प्रपद्ये सुतरसि तरसे नमः अग्ने त्वम् पारजानव्यो अस्मान् स्वस्तिभिरति दुर्गाणि विश्वा पोश्च पृथ्वी बहुलान उर्वी भवातोकायतनजाजशंयोः विश्वानि नो दुर्गः जातवेदः सिन्धुन्ननावादुरितातिपर्षि अग्ने अत्रिवन्मनसा गृणानो अस्माकम् बोध्यवितातनूनाम् पृतनाजितगम् सहमानमुग्रमग्निगुम् हुवेम परमात्सधस्थात् स नः पर्षदति दुर्गाणि विश्वाक्षामद्देवो अतिदुरितात्यग्निः प्रत्नोषि गमीड्यो अध्वरेषु सनाच्च होतानव्यश्च सत्सि स्वाञ्चाग्ने तनुवम् विप्रयस्वास्मभ्यम् च सौभगमायजस्व गोभिर्जुष्टमयुजो निषिक्तम् तवेन्द्रविष्णोरनुसञ्चरेम नाकस्य पृष्ठमभिसंवसानो वैष्णवीम् लोक इह मादयन्ताम् कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारि धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गिः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्तिः 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 शान्ता पृथिवी शिवमन्तरिक्षम् द्यौर्नो देव्यभजन्नो अस्तु शिवादिशः प्रदिश उद्दिशो न आपो विद्युतः परिपान्तु सर्वतः शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु।
रजताचलशृङ्गाग्रमध्यस्थायै नमो नमः। हिमाचलमहावंशपावनायै नमो नमः। शङ्करार्धाङ्गसौन्दर्यशरीरायै नमो नमः। लसन्मरकरस्वच्छविग्रहायै नमो नमः। महातिशयसौन्दर्यलावण्यायै नमो नमः। शशाङ्कशेखरप्राणवल्लभायै नमो नमः। सदा पञ्चदशात्मैक्यस्वरूपायै नमः। वज्रमाणिक्यकटककिरीटायै नमो नमः। कस्तूरीतिलकोद्भासि निटिलायै नमो नमः। भस्मरेखाङ्कितलसन्मस्तकायै नमो नमः। विकचाम्भोरुहदललोचनायै नमो नमः शरच्चाम्पेयपुष्पाभनासिकायै नमो नमः लसत्कनकताडङ्गयुगणायै नमो नमः मणिदर्पणसङ्काशकपोलायै नमो नमः ताम्बूलपूरितस्मेरवदनायै नमो नमः सुपद्मताडिमीबिजवदनायै नमो नमः कम्बपूगसमच्चाय कन्धरायै नमो नमः स्थूलमुक्ताफलोदारसुहारायै नमो नमः गिरीशबद्धमाङ्गल्यमङ्गलायै नमो नमः पद्मपाशाङ्कुशलसत्कराब्जायै नमो नमः पद्मकैरवमन्दारसुमालिन्यै नमो नमः सुवर्णकुम्भयुग्माभसुकुचायै नमो नमः रमणीयचतुर्बाहुसंयुक्तायै नमो नमः कनकाङ्गदकेयूरभूषितायै नमो नमः बृहत्सौवर्णसौन्दर्यवसनायै नमो नमः बृहन्नितम्बविलसज्जघनायै नमो नमः सौभाग्यजातशृङ्गारमध्यमायै नमो नमः दिव्यभूषणसन्दोहरञ्जितायै नमो नमः पारिजातगुणाधिक्यपदाब्जायै नमो नमः सुपद्मरागसङ्काशचरणायै नमो नमः कामकोटिमहापद्मपीठस्थायै नमो नमः श्रीकण्ठनेत्रकुमुदचन्द्रिकायै नमो नमः सचामररमावाणिवीजितायै नमो नमः भक्तरक्षणदाक्षिण्यकटाक्षायै नमो नमः भूतेशालिङ्गनोद्भूतपुलकाङ्क्यै नमो नमः अनङ्गजनकापाङ्गवीक्षणायै नमो नमः ब्रह्मोपेन्द्रशिरोरत्नरञ्जितायै नमो नमः शुचिमुख्यामवितायै नमो नमः लीलाकल्पितब्रह्माण्डमण्डलायै नमो नमः अमृतादिमहाशक्तिसंवृतायै नमो नमः एकातपत्रसाम्राज्यदायिकायै नमो नमः सनकादिसमाराध्यपादुकायै नमो नमः देवर्षिभिस्तूयमानवैभवायै नमो नमः कलशोद्भवदूर्वासपूजितायै नमो नमः मत्ते भवक्त्रषड्वक्त्रवत्सलायै नमो नमः चक्रराजमहायन्त्रमध्यवर्तिन्यै नमो नमः चिदग्निकुण्डसम्भूतसुदेहायै नमो नमः शशाङ्कखण्डसंयुक्तमुकुटायै नमो नमः मत्तहंसवधूमन्दगमनायै नमो नमः वन्दारुजनसन्दोहवन्दितायै नमो नमः अन्तर्मुखजनानन्दफलदायै नमो नमः पतिव्रताङ्गनाभीष्टफलदायै नमो नमः अव्याजकरुणापूरपूरितायै नमो नमः निरञ्जनचिदानन्दसंयुक्तायै नमो नमः सहस्रसूर्यसंयुक्तप्रकाशायै नमो नमः रत्नचिन्तामणिगृहमध्यस्थायै नमो नमः हानिवृद्धिगुणाधिक्यरहितायै नमो नमः महापद्माटवीमध्यनिवासायै नमः जाग्रत्स्वप्नसुषुप्तीनां साक्षिभूत्यै नमो नमः महापापोघपापानां विनाशिन्यै नमो नमः दुष्टभीतिमहाभीतिभञ्जनायै नमो नमः समस्तदेवदनुजप्रेरकायै नमो नमः समस्तहृदयाम्भोजनिलयायै नमो नमः अनाहतमहापद्ममन्दिरायै नमो नमः सहस्रारसरोजातवासितायै नमो नमः पुनरावृत्तिरहितपुरस्थायै नमो नमः वाणी गायत्री सावित्री सन्नुतायै नमो नमः नीलारमाभूसम्पूज्यपदाब्जायै नमो नमः लोपामुद्राचितश्रीमच्चरणायै नमो नमः सहस्ररथसौन्दर्यशरीरायै नमो नमः भावनामात्रसन्तुष्टहृदयायै नमो नमः नतसम्पूर्णविज्ञानसिद्धितायै नमो नमः त्रिलोचनकृतोल्लासफलदायै नमो नमः श्रीसुधाभिमणिद्वीपमध्यगायै नमो नमः दक्षाध्वरविनिर्भेदसाधनायै नमो नमः श्रीनाथसोदरीभूतशोभितायै नमो नमः चन्द्रशेखरभक्तार्तिभञ्जनायै नमो नमः सर्वोपाधिविनिर्मुक्तचैतन्यायै नमो नमः नामपारायणाभीष्टफलदायै नमो नमः सृष्टिस्थितितिरोधानसङ्कल्पायै नमो नमः श्रीषोडशाक्षरी मन्त्रमध्यगायै नमो नमः अनाद्यन्तस्वयंभूतदिव्यमूर्त्यै नमो नमः भक्तहंसपरिमुख्यवियोगायै नमो नमः मातृमण्डलसंयुक्तललितायै नमो नमः भण्डदैत्यमहासत्त्वनाशनायै नमो नमः क्रूरभण्डशिरच्छेदनिपुणायै नमो नमः धात्रच्युतसुराधीशसुखदायै नमो नमः चण्डमुण्डनिशुम्भारिखण्डनायै नमो नमः रक्ताक्षरक्तजिह्वादिशिक्षणायै नमो नमः महिषासुरदौर्वीर्यनिग्रहायै नमो नमः अभ्रकेशमहोत्सहकारणायै नमो नमः महेशयुक्तनटनतत्परायै नमो नमः निजभर्तृमुखाभोजचिन्तनायै नमो नमः वृषभध्वजविज्ञानभावनायै नमो नमः जन्ममृत्युजरारोगभञ्जनायै नमो नमः विधेयमुक्तिविज्ञानसिद्धिदायै नमो नमः कामक्रोधादिषड्वर्गनाशनायै नमो नमः राजराजार्चितपदसरोजायै नमो नमः सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्तसुतत्वायै नमो नमः श्रीवीरभक्तविज्ञाननिधानायै नमो नमः अशेषदुष्टदनुजसूदनायै नमो नमः साक्षात् श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तिमनोज्ञायै नमो नमः हयमेधाग्रसम्पूज्य महिमायै नमो नमः दक्षप्रजापतिदेशाढ्यायै नमो नमः सुमबाणेक्षुकोदण्डमण्डितायै नमो नमः नित्ययौवनमाङ्गल्यमङ्गलायै नमो नमः महादेवसमायुक्तमहादेव्यै नमो नमः श्रीचतुर्विंशतितत्त्वैकस्वरूपायै नमो नमः
faculty to study for graduation program.
wish you the best for the future.
Congratulations, Amesh and Harish. I wish you best of luck for your future.
Sairam, Harish, and Amiran, I can't believe you guys are already graduating. You guys have been part of the Sai Center family basically my entire life. So it's hard for me to imagine Sai Center without you guys. But it's happening, and I wish you guys the best on your future endeavors. And I hope to see you guys again in Sai Center soon.
Congrats, Amir and Harish, on your success. I wish you the best for your future.
Hey, Amiran and Harish. Congrats on graduating high school. You know, we've been friends essentially since pre-SSE. And I'm truly grateful for the friendship we have. And on this next journey, on this new journey you have ahead, I wish you both the best of luck. Sarah.
Hey, I'm Harish. Congratulations to you all on your graduation. I'm confident that you'll drive every moment. Harish, I hope you don't lose your perfect mustache with all the stress and studies. And Amir, I hope you hold on to a joyful and sometimes creepy smile forever. Best wishes to you all on your new adventures in your university life. Stay in touch.
Salam everyone. With all of you, we have watched Harish and Amiran grow up at the center, and it has been wonderful to have them in our class. Harish, we will miss your quiet confidence. Though you're busy with multiple activities, you take the time to come to class and participate in the plays. And though you're moving to Ireland, we hope you've joined the Dublin Sai Center and perhaps you can connect with the youth there and share with us your experiences. Amiran is also a quiet person, but always helpful, cheerful and smiling. He's always there to help out and share his thoughts and discussions. A great asset to the Group 4 class. He'll be continuing his studies in Ottawa, so we hope to see him in the youth group and to keep participating at center activities. We wish you both the best, and may Swami continue to shower his blessings and guidance on your journey. And please do keep in touch. Sarah.
The SSE Graduation proud
present this year's graduates of SSE, Amira Najanthan and Harish Manoharan. Please give them a warm welcome as they take the stage.
Sairam everyone, happy Father's Day to all. So the sequence is going to be here, we both gurus, myself and Ashok will be introducing each student. Unfortunately Prasanna couldn't make it today, he's also one of the guru for our class. Then the boy is going to say a few words, then we will move on to the graduation ceremony actually. So my honor to introduce Amira Najanthan. I'm sure. There you go. Come, Amira. Yes. So this is his second home. You know, he was crawling here, now he's standing here. So you know what I mean, and you saw that in the pictures. He grew up in Ottawa, and from SSE to Group 4, he was here. And a couple of things I want to just mention about him, because you know I was part of his teaching last 3 years, and some of them in Group 3 too with Gigi. So one thing is, from modern word or from the boys, they call him cool guy. What I mean by that is he's very calm, very patient. He doesn't get upset with anybody, get along with everybody. So that's what the boys call him, cool person, you know. So that's a good thing we also noticed, very, very, very true on this. The second thing is I noticed is, whenever he participates in the class, he have a very good different opinion. He will bring a different path to the discussion. That's very good. You know, he will think differently, completely differently. That will wake up all the boys, you know. That is a very, very, very good quality. And the third one, which is a very, very important one, is whenever we give any task, it could be a practice, or it could be a homework, it could be anything, he's the first one to kind of complete and do diligently, you know. So these are the good 3 qualities. I hope all the friends also accept this. So very congratulations, Amiran. And the good thing is, thank you. He's going to Carleton University for software engineering. So he's going to be here again. Yes. So we humbly ask Amiran to be part of the youth group, part of the service program and all. Come to the center, you know, be with us and, you know, guide all other brothers and sisters. Thank you. So now I will hand it over to Ashok to introduce Harish. Then you can go to the speech. Yeah. Harish, go ahead.
Esteemed members of this Divine Assembly, Om Sai Ram to you all. Harish, on behalf of all the SSE gurus who have diligently guided you throughout the years, I seize this moment to extend my heartiest congratulations to you on completing the SSE graduation. And I also wish you great success in your future life. Harish, as you embark on your journey into the field of medicine in Ireland, where you will deepen your understanding of human anatomy, I earnestly hope that you also cultivate a profound understanding of the eternal essence that resides within every living being. May you continue to build upon the spiritual wisdom imparted to you by every guru at SSE. May you forge a profound connection with your inner self as well as with God, Guru and Sai Baba. May you bring glory to your family, and as you excel in worldly aspects of your life, I pray that you remain like a lotus, beautiful and detached from all the vices in all circumstances and all situations. Harish, although I would have liked to see you more frequently at SSE, I must commend your exceptional intelligence and eloquence in expressing your thoughts and opinions. You have demonstrated a remarkable ability to undertake any task with dedication and determination, accomplishing it within any given time frame. Once again, on behalf of all our gurus from pre-SSE, Group 1, Group 2, Group 3 and Group 4, I extend my heartfelt wishes for a bright and prosperous future. May Sai Baba guide and bless you always. Sai Ram.
Okay, so from drawing cartoons in pre-SSE to ending up doing a Bhangra dance in Group 4, my Sai Center journey has been a very interesting one, but one that has been filled with many great memories. My favorite part about coming to Sai Center has always been the plays. Seeing the months of hard work from the gurus and the children that seem to always result in a wonderful and entertaining product every single year was always a great thing to be a part of. Disregarding the extra makeup and foundation that I always needed to put on, dressing up in unique costumes, getting to choose my own role, and then recording the lines were all aspects of the play that I remember fondly. But as I got older, I began to understand the deeper messages of what the plays meant. And especially as I myself began writing scripts, that I truly appreciate how the gurus in particular would always try their best to take valuable life lessons and teach them in a way that is knowledgeable, yet also fun and appealing to us as students. In the words of Sai Baba, students must develop extensive interests, and this, they must also visualize wider horizons. That aspect of self-motivated learning is very important to me, and the independent research that we did inside and outside of classes helped me to cultivate a mindset of truly diving deep into what I am learning and reflecting on the learning process itself. I would like to especially thank Anand Uncle, Prasanna Uncle, and Ashok Uncle for some of the most stimulating conversations I've ever had in class that helped me develop my passion for ethics and spirituality. I would also like to thank my Amma and Appa for always ironing my kurtas last minute and ensuring that I always had a ride to those early Saturday play practices. Reflecting over the years, I've grown to better understand the values and meanings of my guru's lectures, and overall, I am greatly thankful to all of my teachers who have patiently taught me and instilled in me with teachings that have shaped me into a better person, well equipped to truly love all and serve all. My peers have also played a crucial role in my development as a person here at Sai Center, and I genuinely cherish every connection that I've made while here. Whether it be bonding over trying to memorize our play lines or making sure to be early in the snack line, the Sai Center community has made this place truly feel like a second home. All in all, I am very glad to have had the opportunity to learn and grow in the Sai Center and be a part of such a kind and nurturing community. Thank you, and Sarah.
Sai Ram, everyone. So a few days ago, I thought about having to write this script, and I had no idea what to say. Unfortunately for you guys, I kept it as basic as possible, and it might be a bit boring, but that's all right. I might as well start by speaking about the impact Sai Center had on me personally. As Anand Uncle mentioned, I joined Sai Center as soon as I was able to, which really shows how much my parents wanted me outside of the house. When I was little, like many of you here today, I never really understood the real reason why I was forced to wake up every Sunday to attend a class where I'd hear cool stories or sing songs with words I couldn't pronounce. Following these classes, I'd then be forced to sit in the bhajan hall with my father at the back, where eventually I'd always fall asleep. At that time, it didn't seem like this place really meant anything to me. As I grew up, I started to understand more and more why my parents were pushing me so hard to come here. Honestly, it took me a long time to understand, but standing here in front of all of you, I can say with 110% certainty that coming to Sai Center has molded me into the person I am today. This place was a catalyst for improving my relationship with Swami. Not only that, it became a place to create memories and connections with others. Every class became much more than just an hour wasted every Sunday. I, as a person, learned how to carry myself, learned how to be there for the people around me, and I also learned how to sing bhajans. Looking back, a specific story about this is as children, my sister and I used to repeat, "Help ever hurt never," or "Love all serve all," whenever our parents got mad at us as a way to calm them down, which unfortunately never really worked. Those things may be very basic and straightforward, but Sai Center helped me to apply that to my own life and allowed me to be a much more caring person. For these reasons, I would like to give the biggest thank you to my parents and grandma for constantly pushing me to go to Sai Center and bettering me as a person. Thank you to my mom, Miss Jayanti Ajantan. Even though I make her mad almost every single day with something stupid that I do, she never fails to take care of me and show her support. My dad, Mr. Thiru AJ Ajantan, who may always seem calm, relaxed, and composed to all of you. Thank you for always pushing me to be the best version of myself and screaming at me when I really need to focus on something. My grandma, Ms. Tavamani Balasingam, who was a backbone of my life. She constantly cooked amazing food for me and cleaned up after me. Even when my sister and I were babies, she managed to take care of us while our parents were at work, all by herself. I guess I'd also like to thank my sister, as she constantly, without fail, helped me to practice the things I learned at Sai Center, like non-violence, peace, and right conduct. As I mentioned before, Sai Center was a place where I could make connections with people that blossomed into much more than just somebody I saw every Sunday. I'd like to give a big thank you to all the gurus who taught me throughout the years and have made me into the person I am today. I'd also like to give a big thank you to all the Group 4 friends I've made along the way. You know, I'm still friends with them to this day, which means they're all right, I guess. I could go on and on about thanking different people, and there's so many of you that have all created such a wonderful environment for me to grow up in. I can also see my mom crying a bit over there, so it might be time to wrap it up. I also want to say thank you to everyone. I'm very grateful for all of you, and even though you may not know it, you've had some sort of impact on me as a person, and I'm very grateful for that. Sai Ram.
Sai Ram now is the important part. So we will be taking out their SSC scarf and they will be joining the youth scarf. Both of you please come front. Let's give him a big hand. There you go. Swami, Ren, you want to get the blessing from Swami? Go ahead. Go on, take it to yourself. So now we'll call Brother Imendu just to give them a small token of appreciation to being a good students at SSE. Come. You want to give us a... Amira. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you, both of you. So please keep in touch with us and continue to be part of Swami's organization. Before we just close, I'd like to just, on behalf of our SSE side, just like to thank, when you go down, you will understand there are many other people work behind this, this graduation, even though Ashok and myself just in the front. A lot of mothers and sisters are cooking and fathers are working hard. So thank you so much for all of you for the organizing everything for these two boys. Now I will call Punita Didi for the word of thanks. I'm sure. Thank you. Sai Ram.
Gauri Nandana Gajanana, Gauri Nandana Gajanana, Girijanandana Niranjana, Girijanandana Niranjana, Girijanandana Niranjana, Girijanandana Niranjana. He Gauri Nandana Gajanana, Gauri Nandana Gajanana, Parvati Nandana Shubhanana, Parvati Nandana Shubhanana, Parvati Nandana Shubhanana, Parvati Nandana Shubhanana, Pahi Prabho Mam Pahi Prasanna, Pahi Prabho Mam Pahi Prasanna, Gauri Nandana Gajanana, Girijanandana Niranjana, Girijanandana Niranjana. He Gauri Nandana Gajanana, Nandana Gajanana, Parvati Nandana Shubhanana, Pahi Prabho Mam Pahi Prasanna, Pahi Prabho Mam Pahi Prasanna, Gauri Nandana Gajanana.
Manasa Bajore Guru Charanam,
Manasa Bajore Guru Charanam,
Manasa Bajore Guru Charanam,
Manasa Bajore Guru Charanam,
Dustara Bhava Sagara Charanam, Sai Dustara Bhava Sagara Charanam, Guru Maharaj Guru Jai Jai,
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 Satya Sai Nada Sadguru Jai Jai,
Satya Sai Nath,
Satya Sai Nada Sadguru Jai Jai, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Aruna Shiva. Omkaram Bhava, Omkaram Bhava, Omkaram Bhava, Om Namo Baba.
Omkaram
मानस बजोरे गुरु चरणम दूसर भव सागर चरणम गुरु महाराज गुरु जय जय सत्य साई नाथ सद्गुरु जय जय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुण शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुण शिव ओंकारं भव ओंकारं भव ओंकारं भव ओम नमो बाबा ओंकारं भव ओंकारं भव ओंकारं भव ओम नमो बाबा मानस बजोरे गुरु चरणम
महादेवा महेश्वरा साई नारायणा महादेवा महेश्वरा साई नारायणा साई नारायणा नटनागरा तुकभंजना साई नारायणा करुणाकरा अखिलेश्वरा साई नारायणा करुणाकरा अखिलेश्वरा साई महावीरेषु साई नारायणा हृदयेश्वरा परतीश्वरा साई नारायणा हृदयेश्वरा परतीश्वरा साई नारायणा महेश्वरा साई नारायणा जटनागरा तुकवञ्जना साई नारायणा करुणाकरा अखिलेश्वरा साई अल्लाह तुम महावीर यीशु साई नारायणा ईश्वरा परतीश्वरा साई नारायणा ईश्वरा नारायणा देवा महेश्वरा साई नारायणा
भोला बंदारी बाबा शिव 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 साई बाबा
भोला भंडारी बाबा शिव 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 साई बाबा
भोला बंदारी बाबा शिव 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 साई बाबा
भोला भंडारी बाबा शिव 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 साई बाबा
अनाथ रक्षक दीन दयाल पतित पावन साई बाबा
दीन दयाल पतित पावन साई रामा
अनाथ रक्षक दीन दयाल पतित पावन साई बाबा
अनाथ रक्षक दीन दयाल पतित पावन साई रामा
भोला बंदारी बाबा शिव 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 साई बाबा
शिव 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 साई बाबा
योगेश्वर साई मुरारी योगेश्वर हे त्रिपुरारी
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 नित्यानंद ब्रह्मानंद प्रेमानंद साई बाबा
आनंद ब्रह्मानंद प्रेमानंद साई
नित्यानंद ब्रह्मानंद प्रेमानंद साई बाबा
नित्यानंद ब्रह्मानंद प्रेमानंद साई बाबा
Bhola Bandari Baba, Shiva 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 Sai Baba. Bhola
Bandari Baba, Shiva 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 Sai Baba.
Anatha Rakshaka Dina Dayala Patita Bhavana Sai Baba.
Anatha Rakshaka Dina Dayala Patita.
Bhola Bandari Baba, Shiva 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 Sai Baba.
Bhola Bandari Baba, Shiva 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 Sai Baba.
Yogeshwara Sai Murari, Yogeshwara Hedi Murari.
Yogeshwara Sai Murari, Yogeshwara Hedi Murari.
Nityananda Brahmananda Premananda Sai Baba.
Nityananda Brahmananda Premananda Sai.
Nityananda Brahmananda Premananda Sai Baba.
Brahmananda Premananda Sai Baba.
Bhola Bandari Baba, Shiva 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 Sai Baba.
Karunamaya Kartikeya. Karunamaya Kartikeya. Kaivalyadata Shri Sai Nata. Kaivalyadata Shri Sai Nata. Karunamaya Kartikeya. Himagiri Nandini Priya Kumara. Himagiri Nandini Priya Kumara. Iha para sukadai Bhavabhayahara. Iha para sukadai Bhavabhayahara. Sharanagata Priya Shanmukanata. Sharanagata Priya Shanmukanata. Sharanam Sharanam Shambhu Kumara. Sharanam Sharanam Shambhu Kumara. Karunamaya Kartikeya. Kaivalyapada Shri Sai Nata. Karunamaya Kartikeya. Himagiri Nandini Priya Kumara. Iha para sukadaye Bhavabhayahara. शरणागत प्रिय षण्मुखनाथा शरणं शरणं शम्भुकुमारा शरणो शम्भुकुमारा शरणं शरणं 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 शम्भुकुमारा करुणया
My most humble and loving pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Bhagwan. Sairam all. Just a quick announcement for this SSE field trip scheduled for July 15th. I think Punita ji has already mentioned about that. So as you all know, this will be a field trip on Saturday, and there are limited seats on the bus. And the first preference is this SSE field trip we have given to the SSE families. After today, we'll be opening the registration for everyone, and the seats will be on first come first basis after that. So please register if you have not done so, and Brother Naresh will be there outside in the lobby if you need any help with the registration. Thank you, and Sai Ram. And also I would like to add, if anybody other than the Sai families would like to put their names, just so that we keep that in the waiting list, so first come first basis, so we'll pick that list and we'll add them to our list. Thank you. Moving on. First time in my life, I have written a speech that long. And trust me, and you have always seen me, I come here and I have so many thoughts crossing my mind, and I'm not able to say what I really want to say. So this time I made sure, okay, you know what, Sanjeev, this time you put it in writing so that at least you can relate to what you want to say. So just a word of caution and my apology in advance, because it's a long one and I hope you don't find it boring. First of all, congratulations to all the SSE students for completing a year in SSE. And we look forward to seeing you back in September. Now, to the graduating students, Amiran and Harish, I'm so happy to see you both officially becoming a Sai Youth. As a SSE graduate, you are a star in making. Congratulations and shine on. I think a lot of things which I want to say, brother has already mentioned that in morning, Life will throw many challenges at you, but the values and knowing who you are will make you or will help you pass through those challenges. We, the Odavasai family, wish you both the best times ahead. May Swami's blessing be always there with you. Whatever you pursue in your life, do it with passion and love. Work hard and make us all feel proud. You will cherish the memories you have collected here for the life to come. So, very important, don't forget about this center and do visit whenever you get an opportunity. A personal request from your Sanjeev uncle. Always remember, and I think Amaran, you said that too. We all say that, but we really don't know the meaning. You have to really always keep reiterating what exactly it means. Love all, serve all. Help ever, hurt never. Filter all your thoughts, all your actions through this one statement. And you will see the difference it makes in your lives. I also know it's easier said than done, but always we need to keep reminding ourselves till it becomes our habit. Loads of love and congratulations once again. As all of you know, my term as a president is ending this month, and I have a long list of people to thank. I start with none other than my beloved Bhagwan. Writing this speech and looking for words to thank him, trust me, I struggled. And I couldn't find the right words. I wrote multiple lines and scratched them. After spending some time playing this writing and scratching game, I came to a realization. No words can express my gratitude and love for him. It is just that feeling, which is very personal, between me and Swami, and probably is the reason I can't express it. I consider myself to be very blessed. He chose me for his mission to be his instrument by giving me this opportunity to serve him, this center, and you all. He changed me as a person and many things in me and around me. Jai Sai Ram. Thank you, Swami. I love you. Now, I would like to thank my team who always stood beside me and were always there to support and help me. So I'll start with the SSE coordinators, Sister Punita and Yoga. I could not have done this without you. It requires a lot of effort and hard work to successfully run the SSE program. This is a huge undertaking that requires numerous hours of planning and hard work. My few thank you words will not justify your efforts and what you have done for this center. Therefore, I request a big round of applause for them. Bhajan coordination, Viren Uncle. Bhajan coordination is also one of those jobs that requires a lot of coordination, planning, and efforts. During the COVID time, the slides were prepared by the media team. I remember when I first started talking to Uncle and discussing the PowerPoint slides, he was so keen to learn and prepare them on his own. He said, Sanjeev, it'll save us time if I can do. I'm retired, I have all the time in this universe, so why don't me start doing it? I said, okay. And, today he's a pro. He took this as a challenge and a true example set by Uncle. Where there is a will, there is a way. Thank you, Uncle. I also remember discussing the challenges we were having, bringing back the live bhajans. It was not an easy task, and I'm so grateful for all the efforts in bringing back the live bhajans, uncle. I also thank all the singers and the instrument players for their cooperation this would have been difficult without you all. Thank you. Next is the service wing. Brothers Siva, Rajiv, Tanmay, and Vasudev. I know Brother Tanmay and Vasudev are not here, but I can't thank you enough for what you do. During my term, 24 Narayan Seva services at Shepherd of Good Hope, 48 weekend Visher services and always helping me in various events organized at the center throughout this year. Helping in kitchen, inventory management, purchasing, cleaning, and much, much more. You know what I feel about you. And we are so fortunate to have such dedicated people in our service team. Thank you, brothers. Next is the kitchen, Sister Manju. It takes a lot of effort and time to prepare a meal. We all eat food, and often we forget to recognize the efforts that go into making. I have experienced it myself firsthand. Therefore, I want to make sure we recognize and thank you, Sister Manju, for all your efforts in preparing, coordinating, and organizing those delicious meals. I would also like to mention that Sister Manju was never alone. Brother Bharat was always shadowing her and helped her a lot in the kitchen area. Thank you both. Next is the center website and the newsletter. Brother Ashok, I know we wanted to collaborate and do more in this area, but it never made it to my priority list. My apologies for that. Knowing my busy schedule, you took care of keeping the website up to date and doing most of the work in publishing our center's half-yearly newsletter. Thank you for all what you have done. Thank you, brother. Altar decoration, Sister Gauri and occasional help from Sister Jayanti. Thank you for making sure each Sunday and on every special occasion the altar is ready. If you need to know what flowers to buy, where and when, no one other than them can tell you. So thank you both. Devotional wing, Brother Gigi and myself. Thank you, Gigi, for all your support. You're always there for all the questions I had. Thank you. Media team, the people who sit there silently up there. Led by Brother AJ, with support from various team members, Raghu, Anujan, Naresh, and Anand. You made sure every Sunday there is someone to take care of the slides and the program. You also helped me update the discourse videos and announcements to the PowerPoint slides. You also trained this rookie. Now you have one more person whom you can count on or trust for any future help running the Sunday program. Thank you all. Still a lot to go. Seniors Outreach Program. Brother Tanmay, who's not here, unfortunately, today, has always been very close to seniors. I still remember the excitement when I first approached him for this role. For a minute, I was confused if I'm speaking to someone else or myself, because he shared the same thoughts that I wanted to discuss with him. We have had a couple of successful events for the seniors in our center, and there is a group of volunteers who constantly keep in touch with their assigned seniors to check on them and help wherever possible. He is also the main person who coordinates the Doors Open Ottawa event, which we just had in the beginning of this month at our center. Thank you, Brother Tanmay, and all those volunteers for the Seniors Outreach Program. for your selfless service and love to Swami. Youth Wing, Satyan Thyaparan, even though we don't see much activity or projects from this wing, but these are the people who are always there, ready to help wherever and in the capacity they can. They are the ones who always take up the lead role in decorating the altar during Swami's birthday celebrations. Announcements. I know Sister Raji is also, she's traveling to India, she's not here. I call her Raji, and her actual name is Rajashiri. The announcement email you get every Thursday morning, she's the one who takes care of sending those announcements. At times, I'm delayed sending her the information and have called her a couple of times at night and woke her up. Thank you, Raji, for putting up with me. And I'm so sorry for those late night emails and phone calls. I appreciate all that you have done for this center and Swami. For Aarti sign-up, Brother Jayapal has been helping me coordinate the Aarti sign-ups. Thank you, Brother Jayapal, for offloading the task off my shoulders. I performed this role for a couple of months in the beginning, before Swami found you for me. Your suggestions for Aarti sign-up information in every announcement email was a great idea, and it worked. Thank you, brother. Study circle, which happens twice in a month or every fortnightly. Brother Srikant is the one who takes care of that. He's conducting the study circle for many years in our center now. And it started online during the COVID, and we never were able to bring it back ever since then because of various reasons. So thank you, Brother Srikant. Next, I would like to thank all the trust members and my selection committee for believing in me and considering me for this esteemed role. My special thanks goes to our trust president, Shri Anand Agarwal ji. Thank you, Anand ji, for everything. You're always there whenever I needed you. It was really a pleasure working with you and to know you more as a person. Thank you, Anand ji. And now in the next segment, I have some special recognitions to make. I would like to recognize some people and families whose services is a true reflection of 3Ds: dedication, devotion, and the determination. First of them is the Sai Center opening team. And I'm not sure how many of you know that we open, because I often get this question, people call me or send me emails. We know that our Sai Center is opened on every weekdays from Monday to Friday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. and on Saturday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. And these are the families who have been opening the Sai Center on their assigned day every week. They sing bhajans and offer Aarti to Swami. It's a big commitment, and as you can see, some of them, they have been opening the center for the last 15 years. To me, this is one of the biggest services they are offering to Swami. I have no words to appreciate what they do and wanted to make sure we, the Ottawa Sai family, recognize their efforts and give them a big round of applause. The next person I want to talk about is one of those unsung heroes. Personally, if I have to pick one person who is truly a symbol of selfless service, it is her, Sister Anuradha Himade. Or we call her Sister Anu. We don't see her often at the center, but she does a lot here as well as outside in the community. In any special event at the center, whether she gets to eat herself or not, she's always making sure to take prasadam for seniors. Always helping seniors with their chores, visiting them in their homes or hospitals. I have seen her doing the service irrespective of how people treat her. Her devotion towards her service never changes. She comes here every Thursday with Sister Periet, and together they do many chores at the center, taking care of cleaning Swami's handkerchiefs, watering plants, gardening and cleaning outside at the center, making those vibhuti packets which are outside in the foyer, and many, many more. For quite some time, I wanted to recognize her services and her contribution to our center. And I believe this is the perfect opportunity to do so. I pray to Swami to give me even a little drop of that care, love, compassion, and the devotion she holds in her heart. A true Sai devotee, if I may say. Thank you, Anuji, for inspiring so many people like me. There are so many people to thank who helped me throughout this journey. And unfortunately, I cannot name them all. Therefore, I would like to thank each one of you for your guidance, support, and the love you have given me. Often, we get so occupied being the people we are and doing what we need to and accomplish what we want to, not realizing that every action can hurt those we come into contact with. If my words, my actions, my behavior, my responses, my reaction, whatever, direct or indirect, have ever hurt you, I am so sorry from the bottom of my heart. Last but not least, I would like to thank a very important person in my life, without whom I wouldn't be in a position of speaking to you all today. My wife, Kshama. She introduced me to Swami, and I am forever grateful for being part of this loving family because of her. Kshama, I couldn't have done this without you. Thanks for all your support and always standing beside me like a true friend, equal and anchor. Thank you. Even though this role is very demanding and at times can be overwhelming, I have thoroughly enjoyed serving Swami, this center, and you all. I'm getting a bit emotional now. So, to change the mood and bring some excitement, I'm very pleased and excited to introduce you to our new president, or the next president. I don't think he needs any introduction. So I will request Brother Avinash to come forward and introduce himself and his team to the congregation. Thank you, and Sai Ram.
Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that congratulations and celebrations.
Sai Ram, everyone. My humble pranams at the lotus feet of our dear Lord, Bhagwan Shri Satsai Baba. You know, I heard about this Wi-Fi, never saw this before. It's the first time I'm seeing that, you know. So this was a mystery, but I have to go through this. And, you know, I want to tell you that it's a great honor and privilege for me to get this opportunity to serve the center. And at first it seems that of course it's a lot of work, it's a lot of things we have to put together, but the important characteristic of this center is that we have all the current president and all the past office bearers, have lent a great helping hand to the new team, and so it has been a very smooth transition in preparation. Oh yeah? Okay. So I want to show you a partial list of team that we have been able to put together. It's still in the working, and we got some very good people in our team. Devotional coordinator, Brother Arun, who has been here in the center, has been helpful in all the activities. For singers, bhajan coordinator, we have a youth, Prema, who will be the lead, and Ram, his father, as associate. And for study circle, we have Brother Vasudev. And actually we also have, we need to revive. All these things, because of pandemic we had a setback, so we want to revive study circle like we used to have in this hall, where people can sit in a circle and give their thoughts and discuss it. We also want to revive, learning bhajan, so we need, so there, actually this morning, very pleased to find out that Sister Vidya is willing to, no? All right. So Vidya is willing to help with the teaching of, the learning of bhajans for adults, and supported by Sister Sachu. I only heard this morning, so I hope now you are committed. I'm sorry, you are committed now. Oh, okay. So, and we will also have a Veda chanting learning. We have some people in mind. For SSE coordinator, we have an energetic person, Gigi, who is everywhere, and so we have that. And for service coordinator, could you believe I was so lucky to get Anand Sothinathan, and of course the current coordinator, Shiva Sachinanandan, and other on his team, they will be there to help him out, like that, associate. For kitchen coordinator, I think we couldn't believe that we have a team of Kamlesh Kumari and her family, Kanika, Mona, and Noora, assisted by Brother Dinesh. So that we will have a great team, and there are other people, also have some other people who can always help pitch in. For ladies wing coordinators, we have Yaso sisters, so they have, I've talked to them, they will come up with some new ideas and so on to really vitalize it. And for altar coordinator, we have Anupama Sriram, and it will be supported by my wife Veena. And for Aarti coordinator, Jayanti Ajantan. But we have some other positions that are not filled yet. Please see the sign-up sheet in the lobby. In particular, for the thing is like this: every 2 years, the guideline is we have to come up with a new team of new team of office bearers, and but they work in hand with the earlier office bearers. So we need to sign up sheet for center opening team, Monday to Saturday, is out there. We also need some volunteers for yard work outside, and some volunteers for young adults program. So we can use more, we need at least, in some positions we need at least 2, but if there are more people, so much the better. Now a bit about, Sanjeev, I hope I'm not taking too much time. Yeah. But a bit about myself, I left Varanasi. I grew up in Varanasi and left Varanasi in 1969 to come to Caltech University as a graduate student, And I had no idea that one day Swami has this thing in place for me after more than 50 years, like that. And this is amazing, and I am very pleased to have this opportunity. I want to narrate to you something that is important for us to remember. That back in October 91, our family, we got an interview with Swami in Parthi, along with the Canadian group. And you know what? As soon as Swami came in the room and sat on his chair, first thing he said, he has a sweet voice, he said, "How is my organization?" That's the first thing he said. Can you believe that? And then after talk to various people, then later on he put his hand on his heart. Work through my organization. So these are important words, I mean, his organization means a great deal to Swami. So, and we should not let him down. Anything that has attached to his name, we cannot let him down. Okay, we have to work very hard. So with that, and then I like to, this is something we should remember, but I like to say that with today's SSE Graduation Day, and it reminded me that, and I wanted to share this with you, that for many years we had this SSE program, and we have an excellent record. And if you look at the graduates who come from here, until they graduate from high school and then go on to university or other education and pursue career paths, they are doing excellent. So, this is all Swami's grace, and I would like to urge everyone to take few hours every week, to carve out few hours every week to take part in center activities. And there has to be commitment. Swami is very particular about commitment, time commitment. By the minute, if you go to Puttaparthi, you will see that. So if you commit, you have to do it barring exceptions. Okay? Commitment of time is very important. And, as they say, parents set examples for their children. So if people come here, take part in the center activities, there will be a synergistic impact on their children, like that. There's no doubt about that. Okay? So to facilitate the participation of adults and so on, we want to revive what I will call as adult vikas. So we have Bal Vikas. I like to revive adult vikas in terms of study circle and weekly, once a month study circle, and then learning of bhajans for adults and or Veda chanting and so on, like that. Something that adults will find it very interesting and exciting. And while their children are, for parents, while their children are downstairs for the Bal Vikas, we can be doing that here in the main hall. And so this is something that we like to revive, and also to facilitate, to help people, to make it easier for people in general to attend the center activities. I would like to call a general body meeting sometime in September, where we can revisit, the shift, what time the center should be open. We like to see what people think. For example, it used to be in the late afternoon. We have a 2 hours and 45 minutes commitment, right? Like right now it is from 10 to 12:45. So it used to be more than 10 years ago, start at 4 o'clock and go up to 6:45. We did that for many years, and then now we experience with the late morning shift from 10 to 12:45. And then it occurred to me the other day is that there may be a third in-between option, early afternoon shift from 3 to 5:45 or something like that. When I was in Maryland, there, South Bethesda Center, for many years I was there, they had from 3:15 to 5:30, like that. Something that we can discuss in the general body meeting, and there are pros and cons, and we will make an informed judgment, okay? So let me end this introduction with saying that we have our first big event is coming, Guru Purnima, on July 3rd, which happens to be a holiday, Monday, okay? And we are 6 o'clock, and then you will get more information by the mail, and our Sunday, July 2nd, will be the usual by then. Thank you, and Sai Ram.
Thank you, Naji. Our Trust President, Anand Agrawalji, would like to say a few words. Anandji.
Sanjeev said thank you to everybody except himself. So I'd like to add one more thank you for Sanjeev Walia, who did such a good job for the whole year. And secondly, it seemed like with the thank you, his intonation was a farewell speech. Sanjeev, you're not going anywhere. Please keep coming to the center and help us guide the center again. Thank you. Sign up.
Sai Raya Vidmahe देवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात् ईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात् शान्ति 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 ॐ तत्सत् श्रीनारायण पुरुषोत्तम गुरुतु विनायक ब्रह्ममगतो यः वशकितो येषु पिता प्रभुतो ईश्वरो रामकृष्णतो रहीमगावतु ॐ जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्तजना जगभक्त नाशीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी मरिया तायुनीरे नाग ब्रह्म जगनाग नाग ब्रह्म जगनाग नाहे गारे ओगे जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूपाओ जय शिव साई Tamaso ma jyoti kamaya mrityorma amritam kamaya samastaloka sukhino bhavantu samastaloka sukhino bhavantu samastaloka sukhino bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Jai Bolo Bhagavan Shri Satya Sai Baba Ji ki. Om Brahmarpanam Brahmahavi Brahmagno Brahmanahutam Brahmeva tena gantavyam Brahma karma samadhina Aham Vaishvanaro bhutva pranina dehamashritah prana panasamayuktah pachamyannam chaturvitam. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Paramam pavitram bhavas vibhutim paramam vichitram lila vibhutim paramataishta tamoksha pradatam bhavas vibhuti idamashayami sacred, holy and supreme is Baba's vibhuti pouring forth in brilliant stream display of vibhuti. So auspicious is its might, it grants liberation. Baba's vibhuti, its power protects me. Sai Baba's vibhuti, its power protects me. Om Shanti, Shanti.